Hello everyone, my name's Caden, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Now, before we actually begin this episode, I do want to let you know, this one's going to be a lot shorter than probably other episodes. This episode and the next episode probably going to be very short compared to other episodes. And when I say short, I mean like potentially 30 minutes to an hour short. I got a lot going on the next 2 days. So, yeah. These might need to be a lot shorter, just so I can have something for you guys.
Mizuka-san, who at this point sensed my restless presence, folds the newspaper she had been reading and sits upright.
I remember we are at least playing as Akio this time.
You ready? After getting her a small nod, I look over at the steamer resting next to the register.
Oh, wait, never mind, I'm wrong. I'll have one of the you-know-whats. Much obliged. Mizuka-san grins and opens the steamer. She takes out a passion fruit bun from the top shelf. Come on, Kaito, pretend like you don't know they've been promoting this thing as new for at least 4 years now. It's a local delight only available at this location. Sure, sounds nice on paper, but reality is a cruel mistress. This little thing is lethal, known by many as the Destroyer. It emerged from somewhere far worse than hell. Passion fruit in and of itself tastes pretty great, but as soon as it's in a bun, whoo boy, something went horribly wrong and I hesitate to call it food. I'd heard that Mizuka-san's father is the man behind the monster, but did he ever taste test this thing? It tastes disgusting. The steaming thing Mizuka-san hands me smells ever so slightly sour. For reasons I can't explain, I tear up. Every time I eat one of these, my appetite gets annihilated for the rest of the day. It'd be great for any girls on a diet. Bruh. That's why I'm about to eat one of these culinary disasters, so I can collect some information. This is a trade-off.
You got down in one gulp.
Here goes. I make peace with myself as I open my mouth wide and jam the thing in. The warm and slimy texture of the fruit pulp and the bun's grotesque appearance. The sour flavor that overwhelms the sweetness due to its warmth. The more I chew, the more tears and snot come flowing out from the holes in my face. At this point, I can barely breathe. Actually, I think I might be choking. Even so, I force the beast down. If I don't finish this thing, I won't get what I came here for. Mizuka-san watches my distorted face with her usual grin. She's definitely enjoying this. I can already feel the stomach acid working its way up my throat. I somehow managed to hold it down, swallowing the mass in my mouth. That way, my tears, I grab a skull from the beverage section, guzzle it down without paying for it. I suddenly place 200 yen on the register counter and take some time to recover from the hell I just experienced. Up until a few years ago, sodas used to cost 150 yen, but the economic recession hit hard, tough price for a student. I'd have died if I hadn't drank that just now, though.
Come on, you gotta eat it like it's delicious. I tell you this every time.
Actually impossible!
Whatever. The passion accord terms have been fulfilled.
This is a special agreement that Mizuka-san and I have between us. As you can imagine, it was named after the horrific terms that I have to uphold in order to get info. Mizuka-san is basically my info broker. She's socially savvy and works here every day, so she gets to casually chat with faculty and students alike. Since she has all sorts of connections across the island, her giant social circle means she's well informed. And so, Mizuka-san secretly provides me with info she gets on her hands on. It was originally Mizuka-san who proposed that I eat one entire passion fruit bun in exchange for info. The locals all know how awful it is, so nobody dares drop any cash on him. Its poisonous aura alone keeps tourists away. And yet, Mizuka-san's dad still stalks him every single day. It's apparently hard for her to get rid of him.
So, what's the deal? What do you want to know? Aki's 3 sizes?
I doubt that it'd be very impressive, so I couldn't care less. Damn! What the? What I want to know is... The way the nausea washes over me, I hold it down and take a deep breath and try to calm myself. There's still an awful burning sensation in my throat. Normal passion fruit shouldn't be this deadly. What the hell did they put in this thing? I want info on the robot clinic's robot doctor.
Ah, that stubborn old dude. Aki probably knows more about him than I do now.
I need to know his weakness. Something that'll make him want to give us a big discount on parts. Aha! Izuka-san slaps her knee in amusement. You're trying to blackmail the old geezer into discounts. That's flippin' hilarious. You've got guts. Let me guess, this is for Aki, right? Sharp as a tack. She's just as tricky to deal with as Misani. Yeah, it's nothing that big. I'd just rather stuff goes smoothly so I don't have to deal with the fallout later. It's not like I'm doing this to make Akio happy or anything like that. I'm doing it for my own sake. How do I put it? I've got zero faith in the person known as Senomiya Akio. Get what I'm saying? I'm really starting to question the nature of the relationship you two have. I am too, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like Akio. I really think that we're of one embodying soul. When I say I don't have faith in her, I mean that she's unreliable. Plus, take care of Aki for me. A long time ago I was tasked with this mission. Huh, by who? All I'm doing is fulfilling the promise I made that day. Maybe I'm pretending to be your guardian or something. Like a Misani's replacement, I guess. Oh, was that supposed to be Misa? Was that supposed to be Misa saying, protect Akio? Well, aren't you an admirable one? When it comes to how you handle Aki and Misa, that is. Izuka-san lightly punches my upper arm. She's snickering in amusement. When can I receive the info? I'll call you when I get it. ASAP, yeah? I'm counting on you. I suppress my gag reflex and exit the store. Oh. Lunch break the next day. I'm on my way back to the classroom after a quick bathroom break when my tablet starts to ring. Accept call. Hello. It's about the passion accord. Oh, Mizuka-san. Get anything? You're damn right I did. He has a granddaughter. Granddaughter? Interesting. Now that you mention it, I don't know anything about the doc's family. Looks like she's in the same grade as you and Aki. Wait, do you think it's the girl... Do you think it's one of the important characters that we've seen at the beginning of the game? She's in class 3-1. Her name's Daitoku Juna, and she's in the Cry Club. You know her? Yep, it's Daitoku. Wait, for real? We were in the same class last year. I actually spoke to her briefly the other day, too. Turns out the old man is her grandfather from her mother's side. Grandfathers are weak when it comes to their grandchildren. You know what to do. Good luck. That's Mizuka-san for you. Only took her one day to find something. The trip through passion through hell was worth it. So, she's his granddaughter, eh? So basically, we gotta get Daitoku Juna to ask her gramps to hand over the parts for free. Would Doc ever say yes to such an insane request, the granddaughter or not? I can't even imagine this playing out so simply. This might just end up biting us in the ass. He's hard-headed, so it's likely he'll get upset and say, "How dare you use my Juna-chan," and bam, banned. Either way, I should fill Akio in. What she does with the info is out of my hands. My role is merely to show her the path. Whether she walks that path or not is entirely up to her.
This must be fate!
Akio's eating lunch alone when I deliver the news to her. She immediately jumps up from her chair.
Who could have guessed? What a small world! With the family discount, we'll get at least 30% off to start with. If things go well, maybe we can push for 50%. Cream for free!
The president is a lost cause. She's off in her own delusions where things could never possibly go south.
Wait, Kai, how in the world did you get hold of such awesome intel?
I caught a rumor doing the rounds is all.
Huh, never would have guessed. Especially since Doc and Daitoku-san have totally different family names. Well, no time like the present.
Oh, your plan is to get her to join the Robotics Club, isn't it? Akio swiftly closes the lid on her half-eaten lunch and heads toward Daitoku-san's classroom next door. What are you doing? Senomiya Akio. I think we're back on her perspective.
Daitoku Juna is in class 3-1, the one next to mine. I stealthily peeked to the classroom. Daitoku-san was one of my classmates when we were second year, so I know what she looks like. She's short, baby-faced, and looks like a middle school boy. She's in the karate club, but she's the only member in the entire school. Daitoku-san's family runs a karate dojo. If I recall correctly, she's been a martial artist since she was little. But due to regulations set by Inter-High and Nationals, she can't enter any competition solo. So I guess the school made the club on paper so that she can compete. I hear this type of workaround actually happens in other minor sports too, so her situation isn't all that uncommon. Anyway, the same Daitoku-san is in the middle of chatting with her friends by the window. Daitoku-san! When I call out to her, she gives me a fairly surprised look. Undeterred, I smiled and
Oh no. Akio, I've got a bad feeling of what you're about to do. I don't know. I feel like nothing goes right with Akio.
I smiled and waved her over in a friendly manner. Eventually, she shuffles over hesitantly. Me?
Give me a second. Apologies.
Yep, do you remember who I am?
I was just talking to somebody.
Senomiya-san. Wow, you totally remember. I appreciate it. I grabbed Daitoku-san's hands out of pure joy. Her hands are smaller than mine, almost like a child's. Even though she's a girl like me, my heart skips a beat at how adorable she is. Can't believe she knows karate. I actually have a favor to ask you. What is it? I hope I can help. So you know the doc at the Robot Clinic, Fujita-san, right? Huh? Daitoku-san's expression freezes, or at least that's what it looks like. He's a relative of yours, is he? Or am I totally off the mark? After a moment's hesitation, Daitoku-san slowly begins to speak. Yes, but... Cool, I'm glad I didn't get the wrong person. Did you hear that from Grandpa Fujita? Nope, just a rumor I picked up. A rumor. Anyway, I was wondering if you could convince Doc to give us a family discount on some parts. Family discount? You know, family benefits kind of thing. If you were to task him, I'm sure Doc would say okay in a heartbeat. Please, you're the only one who could save the Robotics Club. Hold on. I put my hands together in prayer. Daitoku-san grabs my arm, flustered. She takes me to a less crowded hallway. This is also son. I don't know if I can help you. All you gotta do is ask for us. If it doesn't work, that's that. But the Robotics Club is in a real bad spot right now, and if we can't pay Doc for the parts, the club will be no more. So please help us. I'll treat you to a ball skull. Please raise your head, Senomiya-san. So you'll do it? Daitoku-san fidgets like she wants to say something. What's wrong? I don't think I can do it. Huh? Can't say what I was expecting that. But I mean, all you have to do is go see your ramps and have a little chat. Daitoku vigorously shakes her head back and forth. I can't. Could it be that you're afraid of him? Yes. Are you telling me his own granddaughter is scared of him? I mean, Doc is the stereotypical stubborn craftsman type, and his taste in music makes it seem like a punk. I think I can understand why Daitoku-san is frightened by him. I haven't spoken to Grandpa Fushida in years. Can this be a great chance to reconcile? I don't know if that's a good idea. Why not? He's your grandpa. Most people want to patch things up in a situation like this. But it seems like I'm way off the mark here. Daitoku-san hangs her head low as if she's uncomfortable. I'm preparing for a competition right now, so I don't want to lose focus. Anyway, I'm sorry. Please don't tell Grandpa Fushida about what I just said. Daitoku-san, listen to me. I tried to stop Daitoku-san from returning to her classroom. Someone's hand lightly pushed me away. Hey, Senomiya, stop harassing Injuna. Can't you see it freaking her out? Yeah, nothing good ever comes from getting involved with your crappy little Robotics Club anyway. There are two girls who were chatting with Daitoku-san earlier. Their positions themselves They've positioned themselves like they're guarding her. Juna has the preliminaries for the Nationals next week. Better not distract her or else. Go flirt with Yashio-kun or something. If you want kids, you gotta beat me in a match, right? I swear, I'm not trying to harass Daitoku-san at all. Wait, guys.
Daitoku-san intervenes. Daitoku-san
intervenes despite the tense situation. And with tears in her eyes, she looks my way. I'm sorry, Tsunomiya-san. I can't help you, so please give up on me. I'm really, really sorry. Tsunomiya, you made Juna cry. You're seriously the worst. How could you? How can I not back down after that? I seriously didn't think she'd cry. Even though I didn't do anything, I feel really guilty.
Enter I.
Hello, Doc.
Nationals Inter-High, short for the Inter-High School Championships, also known as the Inter-High School Sports Festival or the Interscholastic Athletic Meet. A massive sporting event held between multiple schools that has been hosted in a rotation of different prefectures every August since 1966. World Trade Organization, read the room, omnidirectional camera.
Turn down the music! Phew.
The sound of Akio's heavy breathing replaces the loud music after Doc cranks the volume down.
Phew. Good afternoon, Doc.
Ain't you a noisy little twerp?
Huh?
The music was way louder than her, though. Huh. Pretty sure I just heard Akio's internal screams while I was thinking that. I'm with her on this one. Listening to music that loud for so long would bust up anyone's ears. I wonder if Doc is feeling that.
So, you got the money? Like I said before, I ain't coming down a dime.
Yes, I did. I got an advance of my New Year's money and my allowances for next month and the one after.
In the end, her plan to get Daitoku Juna's help ended in failure. And since neither I nor Michi pitched in, Akio paid for it all on her own. That's her present. I'm so proud of her. Which brings us to the present, where Akio is regretfully staring at the cash she just pulled out of her wallet.
No good Ogawa battery, charger, and AC adapter. With shipping costs waived and including tax, that's 8,000 yen even.
Here.
Akio reluctantly hands him 8 bills with Hideo's face on them. Doc tries to take the cash, but Akio refuses to let it go, keeping her fingers tightly pinched around the bills.
What's this now?
Please, just give me an 1,000 yen discount.
Quit your whining. Don't insult the hard work of a pro.
Why you gotta be so hard-headed?
Akio's final Hail Mary to obtain a discount has no effect on Doc, surprising nobody. After snatching the cash away without a hint of a smile, Doc hands the battery pack over to Akio.
There you go. Services are free. I doubt anything's gonna happen, but if something ever goes wrong, you come see me.
He might be a scary old rocker, but he's actually pretty good about this sort of thing.
I'll give you a test board, too.
He pulls out a palm-sized circuit board from his drawer.
You're gonna run a test on your servo motor, right?
Wait, you're giving me that?
These days, they cost less than 100 yen to make, but you're on your own with the plugs and batteries.
You made this just for us?
This is what being a pro is all about. Get it?
What a pro! Pleasure doing business with you.
So it's the person who just called him hard-headed.
Man, what a goodbye.
And just like that, Akio's mood has skyrocketed. She seems really happy with Doc's little bonus. Now all you gotta do is put it back together again.
Nope, not just yet. I still gotta think of a special move.
But you haven't given up on that yet?
Given up on what?
The special move.
Of course not. I'm constantly trying to think of something that'd be useful in real combat, but I'm drawing a blank. If it's gonna transform and stuff, I need to come up with a move before the day's over, or I'm screwed.
Well, I guess she can do whatever she wants, just as long as she doesn't shoot herself in the foot. Although I know for a fact she's gonna struggle over this. I can just picture her regretting her decision. I can already hear her yelling, "I should never put in such a dumb feature." Him and Vacchio turning bright red and stomping over to me to ruffle up my hair is as clear as day. Sinomiya.
Oh? I run to Daitoku-san as I exit the restroom. Daitoku-san fidgets as she tries to shrink away from my line of sight. Why is she so scared of me? She's gotta be stronger than I am, considering she's in the Cry Club. This makes it look like I'm bullying her. I quickly survey my surroundings in a panic. Luckily, Daitoku-san's 2 friends from the other day are nowhere to be found. Man, what a relief. If they were around, they'd just turn us into a big fuss for no reason. Hey, Daitoku-san, I'm sorry about the other day. The dog ended up making us pay full price for the parts. I make sure my tone is as positive as possible. What? Oh, no. I don't mean that like it's your fault or anything. I've known Doc for a very long time, and I'm pretty happy with his price. I even managed to dig up the cash, too. And now I think about it, the old man doesn't seem like the type who'd budge for anything, not even family. Oh, I see. I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help. No. I just didn't think you'd be so against the idea is all. You said you were scared of Doc, right? But why? Is it just because he's scary in general? Daitoku-san remains silent. Ah, crud, I made it awkward again. I probably shouldn't have asked her that. Why do I gotta be such a big dummy? Akio, read the room! Just because we were classmates last year doesn't mean that Daitoku-san and I are particularly close. Of course she never answers such a personal question. I desperately search for a new topic to change the subject with. So you're in the Cry Club, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I am. I mentally fist bump myself after successfully turning the conversation around. I'm actually in the middle of trying to develop a special move. Any good ideas? I'm drawing nothing but blanks. A special move? Yep, it's for something about this big. I illustrate the height of the 40 centimeters tall robot with my hands. So we're entering a big competition in Tokyo with this robot, and I need a special move for it. What does that have to do with karate? I proceed to give her a brief rundown of the rules of a Robo 1 match. I go over the one-on-one duel format in the 2-mirror square ring, as well as how ring-outs and knockdowns decide the victor. But the key is in how you knock down your opponent. Huh. So, any moves you know of that might be useful? Daitoku-san starts fidgeting again, rubbing her thighs together. Well, yeah, I actually have to go to the restroom. This won't take long, I promise. Just give me whatever comes to mind. After my desperate pleading, Daitoku-san stops and gives a small reluctant nod. Okay, what about something like a leg sweep? Our robot doesn't have enough joints to perform with us, sadly. You can squat down, but in order to do a leg sweep, it'd need to extend a leg forward and then spin from that stance. For that to happen, another joint, in other words, another servo motor, would need to be added. And we don't have time for that, sadly. By the way, what's your signature move? Mine? Yeah, just for reference. She's really putting a lot of thought into this. Does she have that many moves under her belt? I've been using mecha anime as the basis for what I know about special moves, but maybe real martial arts don't use them. It's then that Daitoku-san shrugs her shoulders and speaks with a bitter smile on her face. I don't have one. You don't? Yeah. Wait, you gotta have at least one, right? You know, something you've mastered and use often. I'm really not that strong. I usually lose before I can use any moves. Huh, is that so? Daitoku-san's reply is straight to the point. How am I supposed to respond to that? Slap my left cheek a couple times to take a breath. Okay, it doesn't have to be a move you use in combat. What about something you think you're good at? Daitoku-san goes quiet in thought again, then tilts her head. I guess nothing's coming to mind. Maybe asking Daitoku-san wasn't such a good idea. Then, what about those kata things? Those work. What's one of your favorite katas? I'd say, the Suparan Pei, maybe? Oh, Supa? Like super? That's it! That's actually not my sexiest words on the planet. Akio! Well, It's not actually the word super, Sanomiya-san. It's Chinese for 108, and... Daitoku-san, does this Suparenpei have any moves that can knock an opponent down? Huh? Let's see, it goes like this, and then like that.
Oh, it was you saying it.
Daitoku-san starts to go over the cause sequence. She closes her eyes, slightly moving her body to her mind's image. This is gonna be good. Yeah. Can I go use the restroom first? Crap, I held her up for way longer than I meant to. Apologize and let her go immediately. 3 minutes later, Daitoku-san exits the restroom and gasps when she notices me waiting outside. I pick up where we left off. Okay, so, I don't know if it's what you're looking for, but what about a front kick? Show me what it looks like real quick. Here? Daitoku-san looks around with a troubled expression on her face. Since this corridor is away from the classrooms, foot traffic is low, but even then, the bathroom area has someone come by every once in a while. I'm wearing a skirt, so... You'll be fine, just for a quick sec, please. After I put my hands together and beg, Daitoku-san sighs. So it's like this, and without taking a stance, she swiftly kicks her left leg up into the air. While she looks insecure in a lot of ways, her kick is sharp and accurate. Or at least, that's how it looks to me. Plus, it even looked like her leg suddenly stretched out halfway through the kick. Oh, I'm genuinely impressed. Oh. Meanwhile, Daitoku-san desperately holds down the hem of her skirt after it flips up during the kick. Hey, so what's the deal with the way your leg just extended out of nowhere? I kept my knee bent till I raised it to him about here. Daitoku-san holds up her hand up to the height of her belly.
I mean, a front kick is really simple, I feel.
Once I got there, I kicked forward. So it's a two-step process.
Yeah, you just raise your knee, then kick.
Can I try it real quick? Watch me. I lower my hips and take a stance. Try to mimic what I just saw by raising my knee up and extending my leg, but I end up wobbling off balance. Careful! Before I know it, I'm on my butt with my left leg still sticking out in front of me. Sumi-san, your skirt! Daitoku-san rushes over and fixes my skirt before anybody can see it.
Thank you, Daitoku.
I don't care about my skirt if people see it. Stop it. Something I did just now. I got an idea. Just sit. What? Look at this form. That's still firmly on the ground. My left leg is extended and my right knee's bent. And I'm perfectly balanced. Sit! God, come on, why shouldn't she get it? Forget. As long as I see it in my mind's eye, it'll be fine. I don't need to explain this to Daitoku-san right now. I gotta get my thoughts together before school ends. There's this technique called Gunvolt Excel Impact.
What's this all of a sudden? Yesterday evening, Akio suddenly said she came up with a special attack and went to the clinic to buy some cheap parts. Today, she's finally supposed to get started on rebuilding the press, but as soon as I poke my head into the room, she starts talking. By the way, how did you get more money to buy cheap parts when I thought you used all of your money?
Obviously, you're familiar with it, right, Kai? It was in Gunvaro Season 1, Volume 5, Episode 13.
What? Akio's linking the press's 24 servo motors to the test board and using the battery to make sure they move. Was it? I have absolutely no recollection of what she's talking about. She's forced me to watch Gunvaro multiple times, but even I'm shocked how little I remember.
Oh, and I also had that in that Suparenpei front kick that Daitoku-san taught me yesterday.
What the heck is a Super Rinpei?
Karate kata. Sounds super strong, right?
I guess the name does, but considering I've never seen it, I really couldn't tell you one way or another.
I was inspired by Daitoku-san. It's basically like a slang kick. Anyway, the point is...
Akio shows me a small caster, not even 3 centimeters in diameter.
I'm gonna put this onto Tanagashi Machine 3. We won't even need to do any major remodeling. By adding a simple program in, we'll have our own special attack. I can just see the audience's shocked faces now. It's unblockable and guaranteed down if it hits.
Huh, sounds pretty amazing.
Alrighty, all done testing the servo motors. I'm glad that they all work. Now we don't have to worry about buying new ones.
For someone worried about our budget, you barely batted an eye at buying parts for a special attack. Wouldn't you want to hold off on that until the servo motor tests were finished, just in case anything needed replacing?
Okay, yeah, maybe my priorities are a little out of whack. But it all worked out in the end.
By complete and total luck, but sure. By the way, did you put all the screws in a safe place? You didn't lose any, did you? The many screws that keep the press together are small. Losing track of even one would be disastrous. She'd finish putting press together only to find leftover screws or end up not having enough. That kind of thing.
Huh? This is new. Do you actually care about this whole overhaul process?
I'm just concerned is all. After all, I've got zero faith in you, Aki-chan.
Is that really something you'd say while laughing?
Well, I just want you to avoid embarrassing yourself and to get us to the starting line in one piece. It'd be real frustrating if you couldn't even assemble it, right? After delivering my warning to her, I go back to focusing on Kill Ballad.
You big jerk! Quit it!
Akio ruffles my hair yet again. And to make matters worse, she did it while still holding a servo motor, so my hair gets tangled up in its gears. Of course, when all said and done, I make her remove the motor herself. Night comes quick on the island. Once the sun goes down, the scenery rapidly fades into the darkness. Unlike a city, the island's countryside doesn't have many places with their lights still on out at night. Honestly, there's nowhere to even go if you stayed out late. That's why students like us normally go home before sunset. At the very least, I've only ever stayed at school like this late. 7:30 p.m. to be precise, once or twice. Most of the lights are off. There's probably a few teachers still around the faculty room, so it makes sense for the lights to still be on. But I don't reach the courtyard. In the distance, I can barely see the lights coming from town and the cars driving about. The moon's up in the sky. It's bright around, but it's not quite a full moon. And to the north, the direction of the new airport, the sky oozes red. The aurora is in full swing yet again. Aki-chan, let's go home already.
Just a little longer.
Akio's still doing her assembly work. She finished the servo motor test a while ago, and now she's putting the screws back from whence they came. With only the Robotics Club desk lamp to guide her, she immerses herself in her work, her brow covered in sweat. She looks like an engineer. Even I can see her extraordinary zeal.
You can go home if you want.
She continues to work carefully as she says that. I shrug my shoulders and sit on the lawn in front of the clubroom. That's not happening. I'm Akio's watchdog, after all. If Akio's going to keep working, I'm sticking with her. It doesn't really bother me anyway, to be honest. Though that isn't to say I plan on lending a hand or anything. Akio lets out what sounds like a scream of terror and starts panicking.
You dropped the screw.
The light in the cramped room bobs up and down. She's probably using the desk lamp to search for a screw, but I can't say I'm real confident she'll find in that darkness. That's why I said we should go home already.
Oh man, what should I do? Hey, little screw, come on out.
You guys!
Hey. Michi, our delinquent club advisor, appears with flashlight in hand. He's even less interested in coming to club than I am. Rare seeing you here, Michi.
It is my job after all. Listen up, your teacher's gonna drop some knowledge on those brains of yours, so get ready. It's 7:30 right now, and school regulations say that students must head out by 7 o'clock. That's a pro tip.
There you have it, Aki-chan.
The screw.
How about giving up and searching tomorrow? The screw's not going anywhere.
I'll throw you out school gates myself if I have to, got that? Like how lions will push their young off a cliff.
Akio seemingly gives in and leaves the clubroom behind her. Wanting to preserve the interior exactly as she left it, she carefully closes the door. Aki-chan, don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I should be fine to get home. Thanks for staying with me this late.
Studying for final exams, I can dig that. Robo 1 is important, but don't forget that you're all students here.
What is he talking about? For just a moment, the air around us freezes.
Something wrong?
When do final exams start again?
Wait, don't tell me. Next week!
Yep, that's it. That's why you guys were here studying so late, right? right?
I totally forgot. Looks like Akio's in the same position as I am. She's gone pale, and her entire body's shaking. If we start cramming now, will we make it in time? Suddenly, Akio clutches my shoulder. There's a forced smile on her face. I can tell because her eyes have totally glazed over.
Kai, let's just give up. On what? On the test. Seriously? Come on, Kai, you're not gonna betray me, right? We're both part of the same robotics club, right? That means we die together too, Kai.
Well, it's not like me or Akio ever did particularly well in tests anyways, so... Are we set to fail? Damn. In any case, Akio continued her strenuous efforts alone as the Robotics Club brave president. She used the entirety of her day off on Saturday and finally finished reassembling the prez.
Boom! Zoom to that.
Akio makes exaggerated sound effects as she presents the honorary prez to me.
Oh, look at him.
Feast her eyes upon the newly reborn Tanegashi Machine 3.
You surely spent your valuable day off before exams on this.
You promised not to talk about that.
The only real change to the robot's appearance is its tail. It's a tail-like protrusion on its butt. It's attached to a caster. This appears to be a mechanism for the special tech that Akio mentioned before.
If possible, I want to replace all the servos and sensors with new, higher performance ones. If only we have more time and money.
Infinite cash and time. There's a wish that'll never come true. So, do you have enough screws?
Of course I did, and I would never make a mistake like that. And I didn't end up with any extra screws either.
I'm happy for you. So, is that the end of your completion ceremony or whatever? About an hour ago, Akio called and woke me up at this ungodly hour saying I've got an announcement to make, so please make sure you've come to school today.
Yep, all finished. It's time to test this baby out. There's a week left till Robo 1. We gotta test him out so we can get used to this control scheme and squash any remaining bugs along the way.
Robo 1 spans 2 days, next Saturday and Sunday. Honestly, I don't know if I should be annoyed there's only 1 week left, or happy we still have a whole week to go. Whatever, I'm not gonna stress out over it.
Luckily for us, final exams next week means school ends at lunchtime every day. We have plenty of time.
I see you have zero intention of studying.
This isn't the time for studying.
Akio sticks her thumb up and grins. Yep, this is game over. Either way, she's decided to do her operational test in the school hallway. I guess I'll watch while playing some Kill Ballad. Akio holds a large controller in one hand and carefully reads the manual spread out on the floor of the hallway. Is this just me, or does that controller have a few too many switches?
Huh?
Holy shit! The thing's covered in dust after being in storage for a decade. It has 2 control sticks and more than 10 different switches on it. As a result, it looks a hell of a lot more intimidating than the old controllers that came with the RC toys. That's the Prez's controller.
Yep, it is.
Akio proudly confirms that for me as she looks up from the manual.
Did you know my big sis came up with a unique system in order to make him easier to control?
Did you know?
After seeing such a godlike operation at Robo 1, the audience was blown away.
Akio takes a deep breath and blows it on the controller. She can't help but cough as a cloud of dust from the controller bursts into the air around her. This is what happens when you try to do things the quick and easy way. She should have just wiped it out first.
Just looking at the manual isn't gonna get me anywhere, so I gotta learn by actually moving him around myself. Kai, help me out.
If you want my help, then beat me up.
Come on, I just want you to help me stand him up is all.
Fine, I guess I can do that much. I nod and Akio hands the press to me. It's actually pretty heavy. Now that I'm holding it for myself, I can tell it's heavier than it looks.
Put both his feet on the ground and make him stand.
I do as I'm told and stand the honorary prez up in the hallway. However, it can't stand like this on its own, so I support it by holding its shoulders. During this time, Akio flips the power switch on its back to on. The prez looks like it shudders for just a second. Accompanied by the sound of spinning motors, it straightens its back out and corrects its posture.
Great, it worked! Kai, you can let go now.
When I take my hands off it, the prez stands up gallantly. It's like he's a completely different robot. How'd you do that?
When the power came on, all the servo motor gears auto-return to their preset home positions. Long story short, it's a posture that allows it to stand independently.
Huh. I figured it had studied the terrain and then automatically adjusted its posture to stand up on its own.
Alrighty, preparation's complete.
Akio looks at the honorary prez and gives it a satisfied smile. She raises the bulky controller in her hands.
Time has finally come. Tanagashi Machine 3 launch!
Akio's hands begin to fiddle with the controller. The honorary prez takes a step forward with its left leg. I gotta admit, seeing it walk is starting to get me a little excited. The honorary prez takes another step with its left leg. Then the left leg again. It's only moving its left leg. Which means it's just rotating in place with the right leg as its axis.
Oh, whoops, I messed up. Once more, with gusto.
This time the right leg moves. Then the left leg again. Right leg. Left, right, left, right.
Look, he's walking!
Looks like it. So what the heck was going on before?
I just messed up for a sec.
Left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left. The left moves a little, then the right. It's not walking all that well. How bad at controlling it do you have to be to make it move like this?
The timing's super tough.
I stand next to Akio and watch her finger movements. That said, they're relatively simple. She's alternating between pushing the left and right control stick as upward. I guess each stick corresponds to a leg. How do you move the arms?
The arms are... Hold on a sec.
Akio stops moving her hands and looks at the manual on the floor.
Let's see, the mode switch is here. There we go.
She appears to search for something on the controller before flipping a switch on its back.
When you flip the switch...
Akio returns to the two control sticks that were manipulating Tanagashi Machine 3's legs earlier. Only now, the honorary prez's arms are linked to their movements. They move up, down, left, and right.
Oh, it's perfect!
To be honest, the movement tracing is pretty accurate, so it's impressive how freely the little guy can move around. The only problem... Wait, so does that mean you can't control the legs and arms simultaneously?
Yep.
Yep, she says. Wait, are you telling me this is the revolutionary control scheme that shook the very foundations of Robo 1?
Yep.
How did Misani manage to win like this?
You don't get it, Kai. People were impressed specifically because of how amazingly my Spixus fought using the control scheme. I've seen her do it myself, and it really was amazing. She was constantly moving her fingers, never stopping them for even a second. The controller was making noise non-stop. You could hear her flipping of the switches constantly. Click, 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 click. She was able to use both control sticks and all 14 switches in order to deal with any opponent she'd come across. If anything, I'd argue that Operation Tanagashi Machine 3 is something only she could pull off.
Makes sense. I definitely agree that Misani is the only one who could make this thing work. And you plan to use that super difficult control scheme. Am I on the right track?
That's why I'm pricing now, to get used to it.
Isn't Robo 1 in a week?
It is.
That's impossible. When I point that out to her, Akio hangs her head.
It'll be fine. I may not be able to reach my big sis level in a week, but I'm sure I can get decent enough at it. Everything will work out just fine. If I have time to give up, I have time to practice.
When she raises her head, she's even more spirited than she was before.
I'll master this crazy controller no matter what. Whew, I'm getting fired up.
Here we go again. Ridiculously optimistic as ever. But see, even for a fighting game player like me, it'd take a month to get a feel for these controls. It'd be faster to change the controls to something easier for Akio. If it were me, I'd have it play like KB. Needless to say, I don't tell Akio any of this. She can do whatever she wants. It isn't my place to interject.
Anyway, Kai, look, this is what I was talking about the other day. Tanagashi Machine 3 Special Attack.
Akio wears a proud expression on her face and presses the red button on the controller. The honorary press suddenly bends forward. Maintaining that pose, it falls backward on its butt. Did it just fall down?
This is only the beginning.
Oh,
Go!
then still in the same pose, it suddenly blasts forward.
How'd you like that? He has casters on his heels and butt. Those allow him to charge super fast and use his ultra slime kick. The break says it's a surprise attack, or with good timing, it can even be used to dodge an opponent and counterattack. I call it the Tanagashi XL Impact.
Pretty sure that's plagiarism.
Those were the details.
She's right. Doesn't really matter. More importantly, when's it gonna stop? Now your press just keeps charging along down the long hallway.
Oh crap, Kai, stop him!
How?
Chase him!
Oh, hold on. There's no way to remotely stop it.
Freeze! It would be way too complicated to build that into him.
I was honestly pretty curious about the special attack thing because Akio kept going on about it, but I guess I only have myself to blame for expecting anything. Victor is looking more and more like a pipe dream. Akio continued practicing for the rest of the afternoon. I quietly played Kill Ballad while she struggled with the controls. Needless to say, no studying happened. And just like that, several days passed by since Akio began her operational training. Final exams are already half over. I think it goes without saying how Akio and I have been faring on that front. Supplementary exams, huh? This sucks. After exams today, Akio once again hits the club room to train. She ends up spending hours at the work table. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing the shorter episodes here, ending it here. Again, this isn't going to be permanent, just like 2-3 episodes at most, hopefully. Listen, I have been having not the best of luck, it feels like, regarding stuff happening IRL. But hopefully things will start calming down soon. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all later. Peace.